but it's too fucking hot for a costume, let's be honest. So just assume that I look funny. And if you could work with me, try and assume I am funny as well. And if trauma is a measure of comedy, I should be a lot fucking funnier, to be honest. No, it's sorry, I'm gonna try and stand further away from the hot lamp. Right, yeah. But unfortunately, if I don't do that joke, I don't remember what I was going to say next. But I'm just really grateful to not have the hairiest arms on the stage tonight. It feels like a little win, and I feel a little bit bad saying that, knowing that he's gone home. But also, he's fucked off home, so fucking his hairy arms. It's just rude, isn't it? We're all sweating in here. No, if I'm joking, if I was on in the first half, I would have also fucked off home. But hey, it is what it is. So I was going to try and do some new material. It turns out that I can't remember my old material or my new material in this heat. But so I'm just going to tell you some facts about myself. So I was born with a tail. Yeah, and it's really hard not to believe in evolution when you are the missing link. That's a tough one. But in other news, and it's probably not related, I'm also mixed race. But we haven't ruled out whether it is related or not, so I don't know. Like, I'm a strange kind of I'm half English, I'm half Asian, which means that I get to be racist twice. It's brilliant. So obviously, you know, I can hate two groups of people. It's a win, isn't it? In this day and age, you need every excuse you can get away with. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I quite some time ago found out I was single, but it remains the case. And I recently got kicked off of Tinder for disobeying the community standards. It turns out that not catching a dick is against their terms and conditions. So yeah, it's not been working out for me. It's really kind of like one of those things where no one like plans on becoming a cougar. Like, it just sort of happens to you, and you find out that you are a cougar because the men no longer want to get caught. That's why it's a predatory animal, you know, like they don't want to know. And so it's fine. I mean, you can catch a dick in your 40s. You just have to massively lower your standards and widen your filters. Unfortunately, I live nearby the sea, and that means 2/3 of my catchment area are currently dead in the bottom of the sea in Titanic-themed accidents. Oh, when will they learn, eh? When will they learn? No, it's fine. It's fine as long as I don't mind dating a guy who works at a kebab restaurant. It's fine. But I'm half Asian, so obviously that is fine. So I'm not like bitter about getting dumped, but I am going to do some horrible material about him now. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He's not subscribed to my YouTube channel, no matter how many times I send him the link, because he just doesn't think I'm funny. But it's funny how people do laugh at him. So the thing is, like, he was one of those 5'7" guys. You know, the ones that are 5'5".
What's wrong with that?
No, my short kid.
Short kid, yeah.
I dated him for a long time, so I'm not down on short men. You just, you know,
Just checking.
meet them where they are, you know. No, it's fun. He used to say I was bad at spatial awareness, but like, if I'm 5'2" and I'm wearing a 3-inch heel and I'm looking you in the eye, it's maths. Not spatial awareness. Like, the other weird thing about him, the other reason you probably won't see my set is because he's actually not on social media, and that's right, it's because he's a drug dealer. And that is a real double whammy. Nobody wants to lose their boyfriend and their drug dealer at the same time. Like, when you've lost your boyfriend, you turn to your drug dealer. If it's the same guy, you're just alone. And sober. It's sad, it's sad. No, the other weird thing about him is he had these tiny, tiny baby balls. And like, the weird thing is that, like, I really liked it. But it worried me. I was like, is it okay that you like these tiny, tiny baby balls? Like, you know, because the thing is, it didn't matter what he did, I could still breathe. But like, I checked, right? Like, I did check, because I was a bit worried, like, could you be a pedo? But it's fine, it's a loophole, it's just like a shaved fanny. As long as it's on an adult, it's okay. You're perv, sure, but we haven't got time for all of you. I mean, but actually that which brings me to some maybe new material, who knows. So like, I thought I'd wait before I got on stage until all of my opinions were unpopular. So for example, I'm attracted to straight white men. So we all know that's not a popular category. But also, like, I'm a big fan of a 70s muff. It's not really a sartorial choice. I've just reached the point where I'm too fat to shave my own family. And I've been to the local barbers and they're not having any of it. If I trust anyone to shave it, it is someone who regularly deals with an Adam's apple, do you know what I mean? I feel like they've got the experience I need. Yeah, so you know, that's just the way. The other thing is, I used to be a feminist, but like at this point, if someone's willing to buy me dinner, I will fuck them. That seems like a reasonable equation. And like, a lot of the things they promised haven't worked out for me. Like, so back in the day, they promised us sexual liberation. And when you're in your 20s, that's exciting. I'm from the generation that invented dogging. So, you know, it was an exciting time to be alive. But in your 40s, it's just a job. And at this point, I can't find a voluntary position, you know what I mean? So, like, it's not working out for me. Like, to try and find a man, I thought I'd try and develop a personality. It's not worked out. It turns out I'm a cunt. I feel like that was telling me to go, right?